All right, so I did a video and unfortunately it's not recorded. So what I was trying to say is that when you have many stuff to declare, many variables to declare, like in our case for our tutorial, what you do is that you start by declaring all of them. As you can see, when I'm declaring variables, I put in everything in one word, so there is no space. So for example, for a student number, you just write student space number. That will give you an error. You put one word for everything. You see, for example, here I want the ID number. What I did, I say ID underscore num. That makes it like one word. Don't put spaces in between, because that will give you an error. Right, so in your main function, you start by declaring everything. You don't need to do one by one, so string name, string surname, string date of birth, and so forth. That will give you like a long list of declaration. It's okay, but it's not clean. So what I did is I grouped them. So you can put them in different groups so that nothing obviously is lost, and make sure everything that you want in the sequence that you want them, they are grouped in that particular manner when you are declaring them. And then after declaration, then you start collecting the data. So in our case, for example, enter your name. You can even put an end line if you want, and then you collect the name, and then enter the surname. Depending on how you want it to look, you collect the surname, and then you collect the date of birth. You collect everything that you want to collect from the user. And then after that, so after you did the data collection, then you can work on the display. How do you want it to be displayed? Now, in our case, look at the tutorial. Look at how I displayed the variables. I display your output on the tutorial. Make sure you duplicate that. Right. So, for example, Mr. or Mrs. name and surname will be like that. And then you go to the next line and you display another line. And you display up until you finish. Right. You find any issues, obviously you drop me an email or you come and see me in my office. We will discuss that, or we deal with it in the next class, whenever the class will take place. I'm assuming Wednesday or Thursday we're going to have a class. Right, so just in summary again, hopefully this time around the video is recorded. You start by doing the declaration, you do the data collections, and then afterwards, then you do your display.